Kembali Anda menyaksikan Prime Words bersama dengan Duta Besar Filipina untuk Indonesia, His Excellency Leehiong T Wee. Ambassador Wee, as one of the largest labor exporting countries in the world, what are the basic things that become the foundation of the Philippine government in managing Filipino overseas, workers professionally?
One of our biggest foreign exchange earner in the Philippines are the overseas workers that go out of the country, and the other one is the business process outsourced. I think the foundation of this is the proficiency in the English language. So I hope that Indonesia can come into this now with the advent of many Filipino teachers that comes to Indonesia to teach English.
So, I wonder, how do overseas Filipino workers contribute to the Philippine economy?
Well,
overseas workers.
Yeah, the overseas worker of the Philippines that goes all over the world sends back about $30 billion a year to the Philippines. And the other source of income is also the business process outsourced, and that also earn another $30 billion. So as I said a while ago, it is because of our English proficiency that is able to earn this. So this is a big contribution to the Philippine economy.
How about other indicators like, have positive attitude, strong, tough, and, willing to work hard?
Well, the Filipino people, since many, many years ago, do not depend much on the government, so they are really able to strive by themselves. So, in education, so when they go abroad, I think they are the attitude that is learned from being poor from the beginning is, I think, helping them to be resilient in the country that they go to.
And Ambassador Wee, you've been, a very successful businessman. You worked so hard for more than 50 years as a self-made entrepreneur. Once you were appointed by the president as the country's representative in Indonesia, how did you respond to that?
Well, I was really glad to be able to at least serve the country after more than 55 years in business. So to me, it is one way to pay back to the country that has blessed us very well.
What an amazing purpose. Is it, being a diplomat, one of your dreams?
No, it never came to my dream. I never thought about it. I've been doing business for the last 55 years and fully devoted to business.
So is there any hopes for, the Philippine, for Indonesian government? What are some hopes that the Philippines want from Indonesian government?
Well, we hope that the human resources from the Philippines, such as teachers and IT graduate, can have an easy entrance to the Indonesian businesses here for us to be able to help you, number one, on English, and number two, on IT. Indonesia and the Philippines are big brothers and consist of about 60% of ASEAN population. So we hope that in the future there will be more cooperation between the two countries, and I think there are a lot of complementary things that we can do together.
What about bilateral cooperation, between Indonesia and the Philippines towards nickel?
Well, nickel is one item in the Philippines that has been always exporting to China. So in the future, we hope that the nickel industry in the Philippines can have a cooperation with the nickel in Indonesia, which is a big product. So this is another promising commodity that we can develop in the future.
Maybe can create for more electric vehicles in the future?
Yeah, I think Indonesia is quite far in that, but Philippines can also learn from your electric vehicle and from using nickel as a end product. Huh? Yeah.
All right, one more question. What's your opinion about Indonesian government during President Jokowi's era?
Well, in the last 4 years that I've been here, I've seen your government doing great. Huh? Your infrastructure is far, far more advanced than in the Philippines. So in the last many years, we have gone into build to really put up infrastructure, because that is what the government should do for the country. And then with those infrastructure, the private businessmen would do their own work. So I think the present government is doing very good work, and even you have freedom to speak up, which is good. And I think even the minister here are quite active. Huh? So this is something that the Philippines should also learn.
Ambassador Wee, what about how to deepen collaboration, cooperation between Indonesia and the Philippines?
The Philippines and Indonesia can really deepen in areas of economic cooperation, such as retail, agribusiness, manufacturing, textile and garments, halal products, constructions, creative economy, and other startups, copper and nickel. And on the other hand, there are priority sectors for investment promotion to Indonesia from the Philippines, such as education and education management services, retail services through franchise, agriculture, naming plantation and food processing, construction services through public-private partnership program, and water treatment facilities, IT services, especially software and analytics. And lastly, but not the least, would be design services and film development and co-production. These are sectors that the Philippines are good at and can contribute to Indonesia prosperity.
Lots of work to be done.
Yeah,
Thank you very much once again for taking this interview, Ambassador Wee. Hope you have a great week.
Thank you. Terima kasih banyak.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih banyak.
Dan pemirsa, sekian wawancara kami bersama dengan Duta Besar Filipina untuk Indonesia, His Excellency Leehiong T Wee. Saya Dian Mirza, pamit undur diri. Terima kasih dan sampai jumpa.